Well, hello there, my friends. Well, I am Dr. Dorothy Wellington. I'm an inspirational teacher and an author, and some of you are seeing me live on Facebook at this moment. Well, I felt in my heart, and I just had a little short word of encouragement, and I believe it's from God, the Holy Spirit that's in me. And it is titled The COVID Season and What Are We to Do? What are we to do in this very, very horrible time that we've all been going through? Our nation and the world has been going through. Well, God has given me to you a few little insights here. What are we to do? Well, first, I want to tell you there are many distractions, and we're going to have those. And it's going to be more circumstances to add fear during this time of COVID-19, the coronavirus. We're going to always have people, and I just say we're going to always have people do stupid things, but maybe a little softer. I can say it this way. We're always going to have people who do things that are not quite so intelligent, not quite so intelligent. And I got a couple of wishes. I wish that they didn't put people on social media sites who drank bleach on Facebook and other places. But I wish they wouldn't do that, but they do. But these type of stories are going to continue to be present. Those that are of not so much intelligence, we're going to keep on hearing of things like people drinking bleach to cure or prevent the coronavirus. I wish there were people who were not on the news and social media sites who refused to follow CDC, the Center for Disease Control guidelines. And they're there to keep us safe, protected, and to bring down and constantly decrease the virus and its infection. I wish there were not protests on social media sites, but people, it's news, and news will be news. These activities will be made public. And to say this too, we're very, very intelligent people. God made us brilliant people. We have a mind and we can reason things. We create, we invent, and we just do things when we don't seem like we have nothing in our hands to do. We can find ways to accomplish a certain thing. But people are curious. People are curious, and they want to solve this mystery. They want to solve the mystery of COVID-19. How did it get started? Was it man-made in a laboratory? Or, and I say it this way, was it a combination of unhealthy environmental factors that created the COVID-19 virus and somehow made its way to contaminate the people, not only here in the United States, but around the world? Now, some of you older ones maybe remember the TV drama Who Shot JR? Well, one day in the future, we may know who did it and what did it. We may learn one truth, or we may learn many truths, or we may dance in theories. And that can be fun too. Just trying to figure this thing out. We can actually dance in theories. More important is this question: what are you going to do? What are you going to do in COVID-19 season? Well, I got a couple of little things here for you. Number one, let this season be a time of prayer. And why do I put it as number one? Because I have found out, and it's been proven time and time again, we have a book called the Holy Bible, that God is the greatest power over everything, everything known and unknown. God is a supreme power, spiritual being, creator over it all. So I'm always telling people, just go to God. So number one, let this COVID-19 season be a time of prayer where you're praying for yourself, your friends, your family, your colleagues, all people that has your attention, has a part of your heart. Pray for people. Prayer is a spiritual activity with God. And that's why you'll hear people discredit it. Oh, prayer don't do anything. And you're going to say you're praying to God. Well, it's spiritual. Prayer is a spiritual conversation with God. and He can help you through impossible situations during this season. What if you have no money? All of your cups are empty. People who you usually could borrow from, their cups are empty too. So I emphasize, when all of your cups are empty, what are you going to do? What if there has been deaths in your family, friends, and those co-workers and bosses of yours? What if you didn't qualify for a stimulus check? You know, they'd be thinking everybody getting stimulus check. Now, some people do not qualify for one, or there are many people who haven't received what they expected. Well, unemployment is available for anyone. No, not everyone. Your unemployment benefits may be taking too long, or you were actually denied. Your business is closed and you applied for a stimulus grant or a loan, but it was denied and you can't get an answer. You've called and called, you can't get through the lines. You've emailed and nobody is still yet contacting you. Yes, we got a lot of reasons to be discouraged, But I can tell you this, I say number one is prayer. What are you to do during this season? Number one is prayer. And I see you, Patricia. Thank you for joining me on live this morning. I don't know how to get everyone's needs met, but God, the unlimited power, God, unlimited unconditional love, God, He does know how to get your needs met. So number one, pray. God will lead and guide you every single day. And guess what? When you talk to Him, you have to talk to Him. Don't assume, but actually talk to Him. God has the answers for you every single day. Now, the second thing that I have and what to do during this COVID-19 season is to help others. Oh, it's a great help. Helping others helps them, helps you, helps everyone that's around. Even when you give testimony, it helps people who don't even know what you did until you give a testimony. So what can you do during this season? Help others. Whatever your hands find to do, you do it. Wherever your heart is leading to, it might be the doctors, nurses, maybe the maintenance staff at hospitals and clinics. It may be the grocery store staff and cashiers, bus drivers, essential workers in many, many different fields. You know, the police, the firemen, the ambulance driver, and many fields, they're essential workers. You can't make direct contact with them or to their children, their families that they're leaving behind to go on their jobs. But you can send gift cards. You can send whatever that you feel like may help and to bless them, to refresh in their day. You can send gift cards to those you know, that just let those you know that you are thinking about them or that their service is being greatly appreciated. You can send greeting cards to people in nursing homes. They have no one but staff also, just like the hospitals do right now. You can send greeting cards. Just look in your area, find a nursing home close around where you live or in the city that you live. There's many of them, and they're alone and nobody's to visit them but medical staff. So think about those seniors. Speak more good news. This is a tough one. Speak more good news on social media than bad news. And we're going to have things that we need to talk about and maybe a challenge to somebody else's belief or their thought, and that's okay too. But speak more good news than bad news. And that way you are encouraging and you are helping everyone that appears on social media pages and come across your posts. Be creative during this time. See what other people are doing and you can get some ideas. And social media posts can really be a great help there because this person is posted about this. Another one is posted about they're making masks, for people. And guess what? They may not have a ton of money, but they got a sewing machine and they can buy cloth. They can buy material. And right in their own home, people are making hundreds, 10 masks, 50, hundreds of masks right in their own home to help people. So do what your hands find to do within your means and just help in some way, help other people. And number three that you can do in this COVID season, if you're feeling overwhelmed, fearful, losing hope, let someone know. Don't carry the burden by yourself. People, we understand. Your neighbors understand. Your church understands. Your friends understands. Your place of work. Everybody has an understanding. And now, again, there may be some rude people out there with judge, but overall, we understand what one another is going through. So whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, fearful, or losing hope, let someone know. If you've been saying or thinking, this time of this COVID-19, this coronavirus, is just too much for me, let someone know. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't keep these feelings to yourself. This cloudy darkness that keeps coming and don't seem to get off of you, let someone know. Because if you don't, it intensifies all of those sad, negative, fearful feelings. If you don't share them, if you don't get them out, they get bigger and bigger. So let someone know. If you don't, you won't be able to see the light that could be right in front of you, the light of opportunities for you and your family, because this darkness is just blacking out everything. And by all means, don't be embarrassed. Well, you're telling me to share with someone, to talk to someone, but I'm too embarrassed. You don't know the life I had before the coronavirus. People, it's okay. If you feel like you lost everything and you having this darkness that just keeps over you, feeling overwhelmed, feeling fearful, talk to someone. Do not be embarrassed, because I'm telling you, we understand more than what you think others are understanding your specific situation. I began to close toward this way. This is one of the worst times in our lives, but let the COVID-19 season bring out the best in you. Yeah, you're going to be down for a day or a couple or a few hours here and there and say, this is the worst of times. Everything seemed hopeless. But then you flip that thought and you say, but you know what? I'm going to let this I'm going to let this bring out the best in me. You're going to find gifts and talents and skills and capacity to love more than ever before. So let this season bring out the best, the very best in you. I can say this, or we could be like spoiled little children. We can be like spoiled little children. Oh my God, they're cutting my lawn out there at the apartment, so I hope you guys can still hear me. But we can also be like spoiled little children, wanting everything the way it was. Now, when people are hurting, sometimes you don't want to say things like that, but I could say it's a little shot to you, but let's don't be as spoiled little children, wanting everything the way it was, because the old is not coming back the same way. It's not coming back for a long time. And now our country is slowly opening up, but just in parts, just a little bit here and a little bit there, we're opening up, but not in the same old way. And even as we gradually open up, there are going to still be guidelines to keep us safe and protected so that the virus does not come back and haunt our nation and the world again. So be creative. Pull from the inside those things that you're going to be sensing. Well, you can do this. You can do this now. You can do that. So many people have grew up and expanded what they were doing online. So it may be something you can do. But whatever it is, like I said, you can look around, see what somebody else is doing and get some ideas. And there is other ways that you can still yet continue helping others in this time of COVID-19. Now, I'm leaving some links on above the video, places you can get help. One, here you can dial 211. Simply dial the numbers 211. It's a database for all kind of social services for individuals and for families. When you need to talk, there's a warm line at 602-347-1100. And when you don't want to talk to family, you don't want to talk to friends, remember I told you, don't keep those things inside. Let them get out. And you can't talk, you don't feel comfortable, feels like you're complaining to family and friends. It's time to talk to somebody else. There's a warm line you can call and talk with someone. Suicide prevention. If you even having thoughts, I just need to end this up. Don't do that. Don't do that. And if somebody else is talking about final thoughts in this life, don't tell them don't do that. Here's a suicide prevention lifeline: 1-800-273-8255, and that's up there too. There is information about the coronavirus business and resident resources, and I'm going to put that link up there so you'll have it clickable for you at the video. But there's so many services out there that's been budgeted for people, businesses, agencies, for-profit, non-profit, families on this line, and you may find some help there. And then last, our Just God Academy. I love teaching, and I love being committed to people because I teach people how to be strong, how to be powerful, and especially in this time of COVID-19 season. And I always say like this: didn't know that this kind of season was coming up, but God has been telling me for years, ever since I worked in outreach for the homeless, how to live in peace, love, and joy, no matter your circumstances. Didn't know it would get to be this grade, but yet and still, I teach God-inspired life skills so you can be powerful, you can have a smile on your face, but you can become an elite student with the Just God Academy by going to my website at www.DorothyWellington Ministries. You'll find all the information and everybody. There's a plan where everybody who wants to be more and be more in helping others can become an elite student with the Just God Academy. And very last, never, never give up hope. I do this because I love you. But remember this: God loves you so, so much more. God bless you, people. And thank you, Patricia and others who will view this video. And it's a word of encouragement. I believe it was inspired by God. Thank you, and bye-bye.